20 amp branch circuit can indeed supply lighting in a bathroom, but several factors must be considered to ensure compliance with electrical codes and ensure safety. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for electrical installations, including those in bathrooms. Bathrooms are considered wet locations, and therefore, specific requirements apply to minimize the risk of electrical shock. Firstly, consider the total load on the 20 amp circuit. A 20 amp circuit operating at 120 volts has a total capacity of 2400 volt amps calculated by multiplying the voltage and amperage. It is crucial to determine the total wattage of all lighting fixtures and any other devices that will be connected to the circuit. The NEC generally recommends that the continuous load on a branch circuit should not exceed 80% of the circuit's rating. For a 20 amp circuit, this means the continuous load should not exceed 16 amps or 1920 volt amps. Secondly, bathroom circuits often require ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection. GFCI protection is designed to detect even small imbalances in current, which can indicate a ground fault. A ground fault can occur when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as through a person, posing a significant shock hazard. The NEC mandates GFCI protection for receptacles in bathrooms and often extends this requirement to lighting outlets as well. Ensure that all lighting fixtures connected to the 20 amp circuit are GFCI protected. This can be achieved by installing a GFCI circuit breaker in the electrical panel or by using GFCI receptacles upstream from the lighting fixtures. Thirdly, consider dedicated circuits. While a 20 amp circuit can supply bathroom lighting, it's important to consider whether other devices will also be connected to the same circuit. Bathrooms often include hair dryers, curling irons, and other appliances that draw significant power. To prevent overloading the circuit and tripping the breaker, it may be advisable to dedicate a separate 20 amp circuit solely for receptacles and another for lighting. This approach ensures that the lighting remains functional even when high-demand appliances are in use. Fourthly, wiring considerations are very important. The wiring for a 20 amp circuit must be appropriately sized to handle the current. Typically, 12-gauge wire is used for 20 amp circuits. Ensure that all wiring connections are properly made using wire connectors that are appropriate for the wire size and application. Loose or corroded connections can create resistance, leading to heat buildup and potentially causing a fire hazard. Fifthly, consider the type of lighting fixtures being used. Recessed lighting fixtures, in particular, can generate significant heat. Ensure that recessed fixtures are IC rated, which means they are approved for contact with insulation. Non-IC rated fixtures require a minimum clearance from insulation to prevent overheating. Also, consider using LED lighting, which is more energy efficient and produces less heat compared to traditional incandescent or halogen bulbs. Sixthly, local codes and regulations may have additional requirements beyond the NEC. Check with a local building department or a qualified electrical inspector to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. They may have specific requirements for bathroom electrical installations, such as the placement of receptacles or the type of wiring that is permitted. Seventhly, proper grounding is essential for electrical safety. Ensure that the 20 amp circuit is properly grounded, with a grounding conductor running from the electrical panel to all outlets and fixtures. The grounding conductor provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Eighthly, consider the placement of lighting fixtures in relation to water sources. The NEC specifies minimum clearances between lighting fixtures and bathtubs, showers, and sinks. These clearances are designed to prevent water from coming into contact with electrical components, reducing the risk of shock. Ninthly, when working with electrical systems, always prioritize safety. Turn off the power to the circuit at the electrical panel before performing any work. Use appropriate personal protective equipment such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Tenthly, inspect the circuit regularly. Periodically inspect the wiring, outlets, and fixtures for any signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged components promptly. Also, test the GFCI protection regularly to ensure that it is functioning properly. 11thly, documentation is important. Keep a record of all electrical work performed, including the date, description of the work, and any permits obtained. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance or renovations, and it may be required for insurance purposes. 12thly, consider arc fault circuit interrupter, or SI, protection. SI protection is designed to detect arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can cause fires. The NEC has expanded the requirements for SI protection in recent years, and it may be required for bathroom circuits in some jurisdictions. 13thly, when selecting lighting fixtures, choose those that are suitable for wet locations. These fixtures are designed to withstand moisture and humidity, preventing corrosion and electrical hazards. Look for fixtures that are labeled as suitable for damp locations or suitable for wet locations. 14thly, ensure that all electrical boxes are properly installed and secured. The electrical boxes provide a safe enclosure for wiring connections, protecting them from damage and preventing accidental contact. The boxes should be securely mounted to the wall or ceiling, and all openings should be sealed to prevent the entry of moisture or pests. 15thly, consider the use of low voltage lighting. Low voltage lighting systems operate at a low voltage, typically 12 volts or 24 volts, which reduces the risk of electrical shock. These systems often use a transformer to step down the voltage from the standard 120 volts. 16thly, when running wires through walls or ceilings, follow proper wiring practices. Use appropriate wiring methods, such as running the wires through conduit or using cable staples to secure them to the framing. Avoid running wires through areas where they could be damaged, such as near sharp edges or in areas where they could be exposed to moisture. 17thly, consider the use of occupancy sensors for lighting control. Occupancy sensors automatically turn the lights on when someone enters the bathroom and turn them off when the room is vacant. This can help to save energy and extend the life of the light bulbs. 18thly, ensure that all electrical work is performed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Follow the instructions provided with the lighting fixtures, wiring devices, and other electrical components. This will help to ensure that the installation is safe and reliable. 19thly, consider the future needs of the bathroom. When planning the electrical system, think about any future renovations or additions that may be planned. It may be wise to install additional circuits or outlets to accommodate these future needs. 20thly, be aware of the potential hazards of working with electricity. Electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take precautions to protect yourself from shock and injury. Always turn off the power before working on electrical circuits, and use appropriate safety equipment. 21st, use a voltage tester to confirm that the power is off before working on any electrical circuit. A voltage tester can detect the presence of electricity even when the circuit breaker is turned off. This is an important safety precaution that can help to prevent electrical shock. 22nd, be careful when working around water. Water is a conductor of electricity, and it can increase the risk of electrical shock. Avoid working on electrical circuits when you are wet or standing in water. 23rd, if you are unsure about any aspect of electrical work, consult with a qualified electrician. An electrician can provide expert advice and perform the work safely and correctly. 24th, remember that electrical codes and regulations are constantly evolving. Stay up to date on the latest requirements to ensure that your electrical installations are safe and compliant. 25th, consider the aesthetic aspects of lighting design. Choose lighting fixtures that complement the style of the bathroom and provide adequate illumination for all tasks. Proper lighting can enhance the functionality and appearance of the bathroom. 26th, use energy-efficient light bulbs. LED bulbs are a great choice for bathrooms because they are energy-efficient, long-lasting, and provide excellent light quality. 27th, consider the color temperature of the light bulbs. Color temperature is measured in Kelvin, and it affects the appearance of the light. Warmer color temperatures, such as 2700 Kelvin, produce a soft, yellowish light, while cooler color temperatures, such as 5000 Kelvin, produce a brighter, wetter light. 28. Consider the use of dimmer switches. Dimmer switches allow you to adjust the brightness of the light, creating a more relaxing and comfortable atmosphere. They can also help to save energy. 29. Ensure that all wiring is properly protected from physical damage. Use conduit or other protective measures to protect wiring that is exposed or located in areas where it could be damaged. 30th. Inspect electrical cords regularly for damage. Replace any cords that are frayed, cracked, or otherwise damaged. Damaged cords can pose a fire hazard or electrical shock hazard. 31st. Avoid overloading electrical outlets. Do not plug too many devices into a single outlet, as this can overload the circuit and cause a fire. 32nd. Use surge protectors to protect electronic devices from power surges. Power surges can damage sensitive electronic equipment, such as computers, televisions, and stereos. 33rd. Keep electrical panels and outlets clear of obstructions. Do not block access to electrical panels or outlets with furniture or other objects. This will ensure that they are easily accessible in case of an emergency. 34th. Have your electrical system inspected periodically by a qualified electrician. A professional inspection can identify potential problems before they become serious. 35th. Consider the use of smart home technology for lighting control. Smart home systems allow you to control your lights remotely using a smartphone or other device. This can be convenient and can also help to save energy. 36th. Be aware of the signs of electrical problems. These signs include flickering lights, sparking outlets, and trip circuit breakers. If you notice any of these signs, contact a qualified electrician immediately. 37th. Always follow safe electrical practices. Electrical safety is essential for protecting yourself and your family from harm. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that your bathroom electrical system is safe and compliant with all applicable codes. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work that you are not comfortable performing yourself.